Today we're going to read a story called I Survived a Bear Attack, and it's going to be read to you by the young man involved, and his name is Ben Davis.
Bear attack. Ben Davis, 14, lived through a terrifying experience in the mountains of Utah. This is his story of bravery. By Ben Davis, as told to Anna Starchetsky. At first, I thought it was my dog, Mason, licking me. I felt a wet nose snuffling against my ear, and I turned my face into my pillow, trying to get back to sleep. But then I remembered. I was camping. Mason was back at home. That's when I knew I was in trouble. Outdoor fun. Let's back up. For 3 years, I went to a sleepaway camp every summer. In 2019, my best friend Sam and I went on a backpacking trip run by that same camp. Our group included 11 kids and 2 counselors. We hiked and camped near Moab, Utah. The area was beautiful. The bright orange, flat-topped mountains glowed in the sun. I got to experience a lot of new things, like climbing in canyons. The trip was so much fun that I didn't want it to end. On our last night, we decided to sleep under the stars instead of in our tents. The weather was perfect. We ate dinner and talked about our adventures that week. When it got dark, we put our sleeping bags in a line. I was on the end, next to Sam. A few of us stayed up late talking and laughing and being shushed by our counselors. Around 11 p.m., we fell asleep. The last thing I remember thinking was how beautiful the stars looked. Wake up call. But soon, I woke up to what I thought was Mason licking me. It was still dark. For the first few moments, I was confused. Then it all became clear. I was camping, and there was a black bear biting my ear. I was too shocked to feel pain, but that didn't stop me from being terrified. I could feel my ear dangling from the side of my head. The bear hadn't ripped it all the way off, but it had come close. I remembered hearing that you're supposed to lie still if a bear attacks you, so I did. Felt like an eternity, but I was probably lying there for less than a minute. The bear kept pawing at me. I knew I needed to do something else. In shock. That's when I shook Sam awake. At first he was annoyed, but then I whispered what was happening. Sam whispered back that I should stay still. I already knew that wasn't working. The bear kept clawing at me and trying to get me out of my sleeping bag. Then I felt the skin on my forehead rip open as the bear bit me again. I knew that if I didn't do something soon, I could end up dead. The bear moved down to my feet and started trying to drag me away. This was my chance to escape. I took a deep breath and threw my sleeping bag aside as I sprinted over to a picnic table. I started yelling, "Everybody, wake up! Wake up! There's a bear!" Once everyone realized I wasn't playing a prank, we all yelled and made loud noises until the bear ran away. I was left standing on the picnic table covered in blood. All better. If you've ever been hurt badly, you know what it's like to be in shock. At first, you don't feel the pain at all, but once you're safe, you feel everything. After the bear left, my counselors wrapped bandages around my head and drove me to the nearest hospital. That drive felt like the longest of my life. I had surgery to reattach my ear and fix the wound on my forehead. Now I'm fully healed. People ask me if I would go camping again. My answer is yes, I already have. This experience has taught me that I can handle anything. It gave me the courage to do things I'm not sure about, like trying out for the school play. Now I have more confidence in everything I do, all thanks to that hungry bear.
And then on this side, it gives you a little bit about bear safety basics. Ben played dead when a black bear was attacking him. That was a mistake. Here's how you can tell bears apart and what you should do if you see one. So a grizzly bear is short, rounded ears, and it's got a shoulder hump. Here is what its paw print would look like. It has 5 to 10 centimeters long front claws. If you see a grizzly bear, lie still and play dead. A black bear has tall, pointed ears, no shoulder hump, and its paw looks like this. Their paws are 4 centimeter long front claws. If you see a black bear, you need to make a lot of noise and make yourself seem big. Some grizzly bears are small and some black bears are brown. So don't just look at the color and size. You would be looking for the ears and the shoulder humps. So now that we've read about Ben, we're going to look at some cause and effects. These are going to be in slides in your module. While Ben was sleeping, a bear started biting his ear. So then what happened? What did Ben do? That's going to be the effect. Then here we give a cause. The bear ran away. Well, what made the bear run away? When playing dead didn't work, what was it that Ben tried to do to save himself from the bear? The next one, Ben's ears and forehead were injured in the attack. So what was done to treat his injuries? And the last one, how did surviving the bear attack make Ben feel? What's the cause of how it made him feel? Because today, Ben is willing to do things he's not sure about, like trying out for the school play. So, back in your module, you have the story also attached so that if you want to go back and read the story or look for answers in the story, you can. And you also have slides for each one of these cause and effects. There are 4 slides that you will answer on.